Scene 2. Time: Friday night. A few weeks later. Outrise. Packing crates marks the intention of the family to move. Benitri and George come in, presumably from an evening out again. Okay. Whatever you say. They both sit on the couch. He tries to kiss her. She moves away. Look, we've had a nice evening. Let's not spoil it, huh? He again tries to move her head to nuzzle in, and she turns away from him, not with distaste, but with no momentary lack of interest, in a mood to pursue what they were talking about. I'm trying to talk to you. We always talk, yes, and I love to talk. I know it, and I don't mind it sometimes. I want you to cut it out. See? The moody stuff, I mean. I don't like it. You're a nice looking girl. All over. That's all you need, honey. Forget the atmosphere. Guys aren't going to go for some atmosphere. They're going to go for what they see. Be glad for that. Drop the garboo routine. It doesn't go with you. As for myself, I want a nice, simple, thoughtfully sophisticated girl, not a po, okay? He starts to kiss her. She rumbuts him again, and he jumps up. Why are you angry, George? Because this is stupid. I don't go out with you to discuss the nature of quiet demonstration or to hear all about your thoughts because the world will go on thinking about it things regardless. Then why read books? Why go to school? It's simple. You read books to learn facts, to get grades, to pass the course, to get a degree. That's all. It's nothing to do with thoughts. I see. Good night, George. Oh, hello, Miss Younger. Hello, George. How are you feeling? Fine. How are you? Oh, a little tired. You know them steps can get you after a day's work. You all have a nice time tonight? Yes, a fine time. Well, good night. Good night. He exits. Mama closes the door behind her. Hello, honey. What are you sitting like that for? I'm just sitting. Didn't you have a nice time? No. No? What's the matter? Mama, George a fool, honest, she raises, hustling around up, unloading the packages she has entered with. She stops. Is he, baby? Yes. You sure? Yes. Well, I guess you better not waste your time with no fools. Mama? Yes, baby? Thank you. For what? For understanding me this time. Now, you don't fool with any of this stuff, Lena. Oh, I just thought I'd sort a few things out. See brother here? Yes. He is? Yes. Oh, hello there, Johnson. This is a woman who decades long ago be exaggerated about everything in life, and she is inclined to wave her wrist vigorously at the height of her extraordinary comments. Hello there yourself. How are you this evening, Ruth? Fine, Mrs. Johnson. You? Fine. Ain't you starting to poke out some none yet? Oh, ain't we going ready around here, though? Yes, sir. Looky there. I'm telling you, the youngsters is really going ready to move on up a little higher. Bless God. Bless God. He good, ain't he? Oh, yes, he good. I mean, sometimes he works in mysterious ways, but he works, don't he? Yes, he does. I'm just so happy for y'all, and this here child looks like he could just pop open with happiness, doesn't she? Where's all the rest of the family? Benny's gone to bed. Ain't no sickness done hit you, I hope. No, just tired. She was out this evening. Oh, ain't that lovely? She's going out with the little Munson boy. Uh-huh. That's lovely. You sure got lovely children, younger. Me and Elijah talks all the time about what fine children you was blessed with. We sure do. Ruth gives Miss Johnson a piece of hard potato pie and some milk. Oh, honey, I just can't stay hardly a minute. I just dropped in to see if there was anything I could do. I guess you'll see the news was all over the colored paper this week. No, didn't get mine yet this week. I mean, you didn't read about them colored people that was bombed out their place out there? Ain't it something how bad there's white folks is getting here in Chicago? Lord, getting you so you think right down in Mississippi. Course, I think that's wonderful how our folks keeps on pushing out. You hear some of these rounds here talking about how they don't go where they ain't wanted and all that. But not me, honey. Wilhardia Ortola Johnson goes anywhere, anytime she feels like it. Yes, I do. Why, if I left it up to these here crackers, the poor wouldn't have nothing. Oh, I always forget you don't low the word in your house. Oh, I didn't know it. Yeah, I was just telling Elijah yesterday when he comes using it in front of me, I say, Elijah, it's just like Miss Younger say all the time. Don't you want some more pie? No, no, thank you. This is lovely. I just got on over home and have my midnight coffee. I hear some people say it don't let them sleep, and I find so I can't close my eyes. Right, listen, I don't have that last cup of coffee. My good night coffee, I calls it. Ruth, why don't you give Miss Johnson some coffee? Where's brother tonight? He's lying down. Hmm. He sure gets his happy rest, doesn't he? Good looking man. Sure is good looking man. He gets that's how come we keep on having babies round here. One thing about brother, he always know how to have a good time and so ambitious. I bet it was his idea y'all moving out to Cumborne Park. Lord, I bet this time next month y'all names will have been in the papers plenty. Invade Clamporn Park bombed. We ain't exactly moving out there to get bombed. Oh, honey, you know I'm praying to God every day that don't nothing like that. But you have to think of life like it is. And there's here Chicago Paperwoods is some bad Peakerwoods. We done thought about all this, Miss Johnson. Hello there, Benny. Hello, Miss Johnson. How is school? Fine, thank you. Getting so she don't have much to say to nobody. That child was on her way to the bedroom. I know, but sometimes she act like she ain't got time to pass the day with nobody ain't been to college. Oh, I ain't criticizing her none. It's just, how some of our younger people just when they get a little education. Yes, well, I guess I better get on home, 'cause I just understand how she must be proud of everything, being the only one in the family to make something of herself. I know just being a Halford ain't never satisfied brother none. He shouldn't feel like that though. Ain't nobody wrong with being a Comfort. There's plenty of wrong with it. What? Plenty. My husband always said being any kind of a servant wasn't a fit thing for a man to have to be. He always said a man's hands was made for make things or carry the slop jars, and my boy is just like him. He wasn't meant to wait on nobody. The youngers is too much for me. You sure one proud acting bunch of colored folks. Well, I always think like Booker T. Washington said that time, education has spoiled many a good plow hand. Is that what old Booker T said? He sure did. Well, it sounds just like him, the fool. Well, he was one of the greatest men. Who said so? You know me and you ain't never agreed about some things, Lena Younger. I guess I better be going. Good night. Good night, oh. You just keep the paper. Night. Good night, Miss Johnson. If ignorance was gold, hush, don't talk about folks behind their backs. You do. Old and corrupted. You was rude to Miss Johnson, Benicia, and I don't like it at all. Mama, if there was two things we, as a people, got to overcome, one is the Ku Klux Klan, and the other is Miss Johnson. Smart attack. I'll get it. Lord, ain't this a popular place tonight? Hello. Just a minute. Walter, it's Miss Aldrin. Hello, yes, this is his wife speaking. He's lying down now. Yes. Well, he'll be in tomorrow. He's been very sick. Yes, I know. We should have called, but we were so sure he'd be able to come in today. Yes, yes, I'm very sorry. Yes, thank you very much. That was Miss Arnold, was it? She said if you don't come in tomorrow, that they are getting a new man. Ain't that sad? Ain't that crying sad? She said Mr. Arnold has had to take a cab for 3 days, Walter. You ain't been to work for 3 days. Where you been? Walter Lee Younger. You're going to lose your job. That's right. Oh, Walter, and with your mother working like a dog every day. That's sad too. Everything is sad. What you been doing for these 3 days, son? Mama, you don't know all the things a man what got insured can find to do in this city. What's this, Friday night? Well, Wednesday I borrowed Willie's Harris car and I went for a drive. Just me and myself, and I drove and drove. Way out, way past South Chicago, and I parked the car and I sat and looked at the still mills all day long. I just sat in the car and looked at them big black chimneys for hours. Then I drove back and I went to the Green Hat. And Thursday I borrowed the car again and I got it in and I pointed it the other way and I drove the other way for hours way, way up Wisconsin. And I looked at the farms and I drove and looked at the farms and I drove back and I went to the Green Hat. And today I didn't get the car. Today I just walked all over the south side and I looked at and they looked at me and finally I just sat on the curb at 39 and South Parkway and I just sat there and had you all sad, you all depressed, and you know where I was going right now? Oh, Big Walter, is this the harvest of our days? You know what I like about the Green Hat? I like that little cat that they got who blows a sax. He blows. He talks to me. He ain't about 55 feet tall and he's got a clogged head and his eyes is always closed and his all music, Walter. And there was another guy who plays the piano and they got a sound. I mean, they can work on some music and they got the little combo in the world in the Green Hat. You just sit there and you drink and listen to them three men play and you realize that don't nothing mattered worth a damn, but just being there. I've helped do it to you, haven't I, son? Walter, I've been wrong. Nah, you ain't ever been wrong 'bout nothing, mama. Listen to me now. I say I've been wrong, son, that I've been doing you and the rest of the world been doing you wrong. Walter, what you ain't nothing understand is that I ain't got nothing, don't own nothing, ain't never really wanted nothing that wasn't for you. There ain't nothing as precious to me. There ain't nothing worth holding on to, money, dreams, nothing else. If it means it's going to destroy my boy, I paid that man $3,500 down on the house. That leaves $6,500 Monday morning. I want you to take this money and take $3,000 and put it in the savings account for Benitria's medical schooling. The rest you put in a checking account with your name on it, and from now on, any penny that come out of it or that go in it is for you to look after, for you to decide. It ain't much, but it's all I got in the world, and I'm putting it in your hands. I'm telling you to be the head of this family from now on, like you supposed to be. You trust me like that, Mama? I never stopped trusting you, like I never stopped loving you. What's the matter, Daddy? You drunk? No, Daddy ain't drunk. Daddy ain't going to never be drunk again. Well, good night, Daddy. Son, I feel like talking to you tonight. About what? Oh, about a lot of things, about, what kind of man you're going to be when you grow up. Son, what do you want to be when you grow up? A bus driver. A what? Man, that ain't nothing to be wanting to be. Why not? 'Cause man, it ain't big enough. You know what I mean. I don't know then. I can't make up in my mind. Sometimes Mama asks me to, and sometimes when I tell her I just want to be like you, she says she don't want me to be like that, and sometimes she says she does. You know what, Travis? In 7 years, you going to be 17 years old, and things is just going to be very different with us in 7 years, Travis. One day, when you are 17, I'll come home from my office downtown somewhere. You don't work in no office, Daddy. No, but after tonight, after what your daddy's going to do tonight, there's going to be offices. A whole lot of office. What you going to do tonight, Daddy? You wouldn't understand, son, but your daddy's going to make a transaction, a business transaction, that's going to change your lives. That's how come one day you be about 17 old, I'll come home and I'll be pretty tired. You know what I mean? After a day of conferences and secretives gets things wrong the way they do, 'cause an exclusive life is hell, man. And I'll pull the car up the driveway, just a plain car, Schaeffler, I think, with white walls, no black tires, more elegant. Rich people don't have to be flashy, though. I'll have to get something a little shorter for Ruth, maybe a Kleenex convertible to do her shopping in, or I'll come up to the steps to the house, and the gardener will be clipping away at the hedges, and he'll say, "Good evening, Mr. Younger," and I'll say, "Hello, Jefferson. How are you doing this evening?" And I'll go inside, and Ruth will come downstairs and meet me at the door, and we'll kiss each other, and she'll take my arm, and we'll go up to your room and see you sitting on the floor with the catalogs of the great schools in America around you, all the great schools in the world, and I'll say, "All right, son, it's your 17th birthday. What is it you've decided? Just tell me where you want to go to school, and you'll go. Just tell me, what it is you want to be, and you'll be it. Whatever you want to be, yes, sir. You just name it, son, and I'll hand you the world. Blackout.